Let's go from the Lakers to some UNC basketball. Great news this week for UNC. Number 3 or number 2 recruit, depending on which website you look at it, Cole Anthony. He has narrowed his decision down to 6 teams, and North Carolina is on that list alongside Georgetown, Oregon, the U, Wake Forest, and Notre Dame. David, do the Tar Heels, are they going to land the number 2 recruit in the country?
I think this is the Carolina's chances are so much better here because we saw Duke and Kentucky, who seemed like they were going to be front runners for this guy. They are out of contention for picking up the number 3 guard in the country, according the number 3 player in the country, according to 24/7 Sports. I think our chances are looking pretty good. If we get Cole Anthony and mix with Armando Bacot, I mean, we have the big guy, we have the guard. We're just going to need a wing player from that class. I think Cole Anthony is the only teams that I think that would pose a challenge is Oregon, right? Oregon was the biggest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Notre Dame, Miami's tough because Miami's flashy, but.
Yeah. But I don't know what the kid's thinking, but UNC, the fact that we made the second cut, I mean, that's very, very optimistic.
Yeah, and I think he's coming. I think what have we done poorly is we've lost out on a lot of huge names to the Dukes and the Kentuckys, to the Kansases, to the Villanovas. Well, they're all out of the list, so that's great news. If you look at the 6 schools, we're by far the premier destination. And I also look at this. He went to Oak Hill for high school. That's a premier high school in the country for big recruits. So I think he likes that big stage. He likes going to those elite schools. Well, that would be North Carolina. You also look at it, too. He's from New York City. I don't see any New York schools there, so there's no worry of him. Maybe he's a hometown guy. Maybe he's going to stay there. They're not on the list. His dad, Greg Anthony, NBA player, he went to UNLV. UNLV's not on the list. So you don't have any worries about, it's just what's the best school, what's the best fit for him. There's no outside factors that I think we have to worry about. Obviously, we're not in his family, so we don't know what he's thinking. But there's just a lot of premierness. I don't know. I don't think that's a real word. A real word.
Premierness.
But his dad.
He goes to schools of clout.
Right. Yeah. Oak Hill. His dad's Greg Anthony. He grew up in New York City. He likes the lights. He likes the pressure. You're not going to get that at Wake Forest. At Miami, yes,
maybe.
But it's the football school. Notre Dame, it's a football school. Georgetown, they haven't been relevant forever.
But if Georgetown were to land him, that would be big for them because they haven't had a good player in God knows how long. So, I mean, if we're looking at anyone potentially creeping up, I think Georgetown could be a sleeper because they have a very strong basketball legacy, but they've been horrendous in the last couple of years. That would be the only reason I see, because you say he likes the big stage. Georgetown is a big basketball school. Any player that can come and revitalize a program like Georgetown, that would be a lot of clout that you could attach to one player's name.
Yeah, but I would also look at it this way. There's nothing bigger than winning at UNC, and David mentioned this a little bit way back, but I think Oregon's on the up and up when it comes to basketball. They have unbelievable facilities. I was there in April. Even their student gym is unbelievable. So all their athletic facilities are top notch. You're right next to Nike. There's a lot of pluses of going to Oregon, and the Pacific Northwest is a nice place to be. Eugene is a great city, but when it comes down to it, I think UNC is the destination, and you also get Roy Williams too. I think that's tough to pass up on. If you're Cole Anthony, I'm assuming he's only going to come for 1 year, so you might as well get your 1 year with Roy Williams and contend for a national championship in Chapel Hill. So let's stay